Greetings, freelancers. In Anthem, one of the first in-game challenges is the Challenge of Valor. This is comprised of 4 milestones to be completed to finish the challenge. Those are 100 events in free play, 25 strongholds, 25 contracts, and 25 quick play sessions. Strongholds and contracts I completed without even noticing it just by playing with my clanmates. The events and quick play sessions were another matter. Quick play finds a squad that is missing a player and dumps you close by where they are at, no matter what they're doing. So at times you will find yourself in a heated battle, or just finishing up a battle heading for the next battle, or just coming up on the squad just as they finish their mission. That last one is a quick and easy tally against the counter, but it can be frustrating as you really don't get to help much. The 100 open world events is a grind. There is no easy way to get through this one. You can spend quite a bit of time trying to find events in free play. The events can be similar to a mission that you've played once before, a tough mission where you have to clear out lots of enemies, or an event that leaves you saying, "Oh my god, what did I just fly into?" If you are smart, you would take a few buddies with you on this journey. My last few events, I wasn't so smart on and relied on randoms to help. That meant I spent a lot of time fighting on my own. The good news is the event will hang around no matter how often you have to respond, so you can complete the "Oh my god" events. What follows is my last few events to complete the challenge, and what follows up after that, the rewards. Be warned, if you're into the lore of Anthem, this will contain a spoiler towards the end. I will give you a warning before showing that. Thank you very much for watching, freelancers. I will see you out beyond the wall in Bastion.
Well done. The loss here should hold them back for a while. Is restored. Let's get to the safety lock. That should do it. Fight's not over yet. Looks like more are headed our way. We'll have trouble if we don't clear this lock. There we have it. Good job, you. You can try the door now.
Door has your location. Stay safe. I'll thank you enough. Here
Dominion patrol handled. Nicely done. That was done with rare style. Scars will miss their leader. The Scars will pose a threat if we don't clear the area. We did it. They're in full retreat. I'll send word of our success. That was some fine work. I love it when these things turn out.
You've walked the path of valor. By now, I suppose that's not really a surprise. It's time to tell you how the Freelancers began. Medeiros was raised by the Legion of Dawn. He witnessed Tarsis testing the first javelin. He was at the general's side when the fortress was built, earned his own javelin, and fought beside her, even at the Battle of Anthem Pass. Of the company that stood with Tarsis and held back the Urgoth, only Medeiros survived.
I didn't know anyone survived the Battle of Anthem Pass.
It's easy to forget, since most stories focus on the general's death. In grief, the Legion tore itself in two. Half went with Magnastral, half with Arden Vasa, and one legionnaire who went with no one. Medeiros stayed at the Fortress of Dawn, even though the gates were sealed and the Lancers gone for good.
You said this story was about freelancers. None of us were at the Fortress of Dawn.
Of course not. It was locked up tight. Alone in the courtyard, Medeiros heard a distant roar.
Okay, that's better.
It was a sound he remembered, for it haunted his dreams. The roar of the chimera Cindermore, the monster that stalked him long ago.
The same one? It was still alive?
It vanished for more than a decade, but with the general's death, it returned.
This time he faces it down and wins.
Not exactly. Alone, he stood no chance. But the city of Anshar lay helpless in its path. He had no choice. He found the Chimera's trail and followed it, not to the monster, but to its lair. For he knew that if he silenced the relic that created it, Cindermore would lose its power.
That's all great, if the ruin was empty.
That was the problem, yes. Medeiros found the relic, though the monster was right beside it. But he had plenty of experience in laying false trails. Medeiros woke the chimera, and it chased his false tracks while he slipped past and silenced the relic. Cindermore fell, and the Lancer finally defeated the beast that stalked him long ago. In that moment, Medeiros knew his calling, to walk the path of valor, even if he walked it alone. Of all the legionnaires, Magnastral was the most renowned for her feats of strength. But it wasn't always so.
I've only ever heard about Straw leaving the Legion. Nothing about what she did before.
Bastion likes to forget that she was ever a legionnaire. The Dominion, that she was flawed and human. But she was many things. Loyal and a deserter, ordinary and legendary. She came to the Legion of Dawn as a young girl. Her village was raided and everyone taken. Almost. She was so small she hid inside a basket. The Urgoth surely caught her scent, but they thought her too weak to bother taking.
I didn't think Urgoth ever left humans behind during their raids.
Stories say they sometimes left the weak, sickly, and elderly, alone, unarmed. She followed the secret Arcanist signs to Sanctuary, where the rebels hid and plotted. There, Strahl begged Tarsis to let her join the Legion, to grant her vengeance. But the general refused. She said Magna wasn't ready, and sent her away. Strahl couldn't accept that. So she went out alone to fight the Urgoth.
Without a javelin? That's insane.
She set traps, ambushes. She poisoned spears and knives. Any small advantage she could take against a vastly superior enemy, she gladly took. She nearly died dozens of times, but vengeance drove her onward. And the Urgoth fell. She carried trophies to the sanctuary, day after day, week after week.
She fought even though the odds were against her.
That's what the Legion of Dawn was all about. Finally, General Tarsis spoke with her. "What do you want?" she asked. "I want to join the Legion of Dawn," Magna replied. Tarsis looked at her and asked, "Why? You already have your revenge." The general looked to the many, many Urgoth trophies Strahl fought for. At first, Strahl had no answer. Then, after a long moment, she said, "It's where I belong." To which Tarsis answered, "Then you're finally ready to join us."
So what happened? How did Strahl end up leaving the Legion and founding the Dominion?
That's a story for another time.
What do you think you're doing? You're damaging those books. Stop that at once.
I need to mark my place.
Don't fold the pages. Use a bookmark like a civilized person.
Bookmarks fall out.
Are you juggling them? No? Then they'll be fine. Use a bookmark.
I don't know about you freelancers. That's a whole lot of killing. Guess I'll have to get started. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.